Okay, Grand Rising. I was just saying before, guys, if you haven't jumped on the live morning ones, I'm telling you, please join us. We chit chat before. Well, I talk before, we chit chat after. Some people talk before, but it's a really, really nice space. So let's close our eyes. Okay. Deep inhale through the nose, activating that crystalline tube to the center of our body. Ashton, this is for you. Exhale out your mouth, pushing that crystalline tube out the base of your spine, going through all the layers of Mother Earth, the grass, the dirt, the rock, the clay, the water, all the way down to her fiery core. Inhale that energy. Exhale, pushing it back down through the earth. On your next inhale, imagine that tube going out the top of your head, all the way until you get to what you think heaven looks like. Say hello to whoever you might see up there and exhale, pulling that energy down into our third dimensional bodies. Inhaling and exhaling on your own. Now, of course, everybody grounds their own ways and gets centered. This is just our suggestion here in this space. Palms facing up if you'd like to receive information. Palms facing down if you're feeling a little anxious and need some extra grounding today. I want you to just picture your feet right now and see roots growing out of it, crunching deep down into the ground. We're just going to take a little visit through our lives. We're going to go into a little boat. Picture your boat sitting on a beautiful, nice, calm river. There's no chaos here. It's calm. It's quiet. What does your boat look like? Go ahead and get in your boat if you're not already sitting in there. Is there anyone with you? Are you in the boat by yourself? Look to see and observe if anyone has decided to join you. Your guides, ancestors, ascended masters, only the one of the highest vibration have joined us in this space. These are the moments where we are shown things. Please do not judge. Please do not think too hard. Just relax. Clear your mind. Relax your body. Release your ego. Now the boat is starting to move. They want me to remain quiet. As you're moving down this river in the calm waters, they want you to look around. And as you look around, scenes from your life are going to play, starting from birth up into your present time. Just go down this river and look and observe. We are going now. You want me to guide a little bit? If you're feeling stuck, those of you that are doing okay, go ahead and mute me. For others, just observe yourself as a baby right now. Do you see anything? Still in the river. Shift slowly up. What age are you now? Slowly shift up. What age are you now? Slowly shift up. What age are you now? Slowly shift up. What age are you now? Just observe what you're doing at this age. Slowly shift up. What age are you now? Just observe your behavior at that age. Just look to see what you're doing. Don't think too hard. Just remember the ages they're showing you. Slowly shift up. We're going to stop here. Be aware of the age that you are when you stopped. Keep going down the river. While sitting in this space, how are you feeling right now? Observe, recognize. Take this opportunity to take a moment that is being shown to you. Take this opportunity to look at that experience from a higher perspective. What was shown to us today is what they would like for us to reflect on. Just quietly, calmly, As we are flowing through our life today, let's just think about those ages. Observe what comes to us, the emotions that we feel, the stories that we've been telling ourselves about those experiences. Let's rewrite our stories. Let's alchemize those experiences into love and light. We all have light to share. We found that light through the darkness. We are meant to show and help others by just finding our own light and shining. That is all we are responsible for while we are down here. All of our contracts say very loudly and clearly at the bottom, just be a good person. Try not to do too much damage while you're down here. Whatever damage you do, try to clean it up and alchemize it so that you don't go in with any karmic debt into your next life. None of us are bad. None of us are good. None of us are perfect. None of us are evil. We are all here experiencing. We do not define. We alchemize. We experience. We take those moments. We understand them for what they are. So let's stop our boats. Where did you end up? Where are you? Did anybody join you along the way? Go ahead and step off your boat. Just see where you're at. Could be significant, could be nothing. Just observe. Let's take a deep breath in. Deep exhale. Bring your awareness back to your fingers and your toes. Stretch it out. Oh. So, my boat looked like the boat from Willy Wonka. It's really big. There were lots of seats. Nobody was with me. Although when they did say, is anybody with you? I had one Oompa Loompa who was my guide. He sat on the back of the boat, but when I got off, he wasn't there. When I got off, I was just on my own. And I was going down this like really calm river, and there was just big canyons, just mountains, really dry Arizona. That was the feeling that I was getting. There wasn't a lot of like green, like there wasn't a lot of, it was just like dry. And it's so funny because I've used that adjective to describe like boring people. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so dry. So that was funny. And then the ages that I saw, 5 and 13, there's something significant about 5. And in all of these childhood meditations we've done this week, 5, 13, 5, 13, those ages. And when I go back, yeah, there were some things that happened, but they just so I'm going to go back and observe myself at those ages specifically today. I'm going to just observe. I'm not going to, and that's what they would just want to observe. Like, oh, okay, all right. Sit with that. Again, with the child, I still have my baby picture up, and this is what I wanted to say before. And then of course, if anybody else wants to speak, but I had a shift yesterday when I was looking at the baby picture. So here I am. I was looking at the picture, approaching it as poor baby. Let me go back and give her all that love that she needed, right? She needed hugs and kisses and all these things, that poor baby. And yesterday, when I was looking at the picture, my guides were like, why are you feeling sorry for this baby? She was actually very happy. Like, this baby, this child in this picture, she was confident. She was happy. She was getting lots of hugs and kisses, as a matter of fact. Like, she was surrounded by family in Korea. Like, there was just a lot going on, but I was happy and I was thriving. So here I was thinking that I needed to go back in time and heal that little baby in that picture, where she's actually reminding me that I actually started out very strong and very confident. I lost it somewhere along the way, but I definitely did not start out with all of this trauma that is this story that I've been telling myself for 46 fucking years. So that was huge, huge, that I was looking at this baby thinking I'm going back and healing her to heal me, where they reminded me, um, you didn't start out with that bag of shit, actually. Like, you know, I was a really happy baby at that age. Oh, same, you thrived till about 6. Yeah, Jean, when I moved back to America, and I think that's why they keep pointing out 5 years old to me. They're like, you keep, you're there. But 5 is where I had my first shift of when I moved to America and I couldn't communicate. I remember, like, I taught all the kids on the base head, shoulders, knees, and toes in Korean. And that's why I was like, I had that confidence. Like, I didn't care that I couldn't speak a different language. I was like, it's all right. I'll just teach you guys. You can speak my language. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck happened to that girl? So that's where they want me to go back and find her, because she was there. You know what I mean? So that was the shift that I had, that I was like, the first 2 days I cried. I cried. I looked at that picture and I cried and cried. And then yesterday they were like, she was happy. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm actually pulling energy from her instead of trying to alchemize this energy I thought I needed to give her. I'm pulling that from my past and bringing it back to 46-year-old Kim, because I really would love to walk around shaking my diaper like my money maker, like you couldn't tell me shit, because whatever that girl had, that baby, I'm pulling that from her. So um you modeled and sang, yeah, Jeannie, yeah. Also moved at 5 and total life changes. Yeah, my mom had me in little like fashion shows for JC Penney and like Montgomery Ward when I was like real little, when I first came to the States. I totally forgot about that till you mentioned that. I remember walking down in the department stores. I only did a couple, but that woman wanted to make me a model so bad. She was so disappointed I was only 5'4" and I couldn't do runway. And I'm like, lady, you're 5'2" and you're Korean. The fuck? Be mad at yourself. And you married a guy that was 5'10". Where did you think I was gonna get this height from? Like, what the world? But Mako and Cleveland. Did anybody else want to share what has happened this week? Any shifts? I know it's early as fuck, so. Oh, what happened to Christina? We lost her. That's all right. It was like, oh wait,
Hey,
I realized-
oh,
go ahead, Melinda.
I just wanted to say I've been cleaning out John's apartment this week, and the beauty of where I'm moving into, like, seems like I've just been hammered this last couple of months with stuff, but I'm having an awful lot of peace, I guess you could say, and just in between the coming and going and toing and fromming, a lot of peace. And even doing my inner child, that journey we just went on, there wasn't the usual knots in my stomach and all kinds of stuff going on, and any of the memories. I've always wanted to move into that observer self, and I think it's actually, I'm starting to move a little closer in that direction.
Yay. Oh, I love you, Mel.
I love you so much, Mel, because honestly, when you're older, it's harder to shift.
No shit.
Yeah, it is,
Because
like,
you guys are all so young and I love you all so much. And you inspire the crap out of me. but it's a different, it's a different place when you're this age. Not that I
Yeah,
don't enjoy it. I worked really hard to get here, but it's different. And I love that you all respect us.
I do. I absolutely respect, they say when they say respect your elders, I don't. I respect the ones that teach me. I respect the ones that show me that you can change. Do you know what I mean? Respect is
That's
not,
okay. I don't think I'm an elder anyway.
it's earned. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like people that
No,
are older.
I am an elder, but I just refuse to accept the title.
I'm the same way, Jean. Like, you know what I mean? I'm 47 and I love when these girls, I love this one girl. She used to be a singer. Jean, I have to show you. I'm pretty sure you already follow her on TikTok, but Chanel and I both follow her and we love her. She's a singer. Her name's Sherry something, but she was from one of the bands. And I love her because this one girl was like, women, if y'all are over 47, you need to stop wearing pigtails and
Oh
buns.
my God, I sent you that video.
Okay, so you do follow her because yeah, I
I
saw that
love
video
her.
after you said, and she's like, this older lady is like, listen, sweetie. And this woman who said this was my age, like in her 40s. And that's why I
Hmm.
love that somebody in her 60s was like, listen, sweetie, I'm going to tell you very respectfully, go fuck yourself. See what happens when you get my age. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck what other people think. And you know what? You shouldn't be out there telling other fucking women. Why don't we uplift each other? Why don't we applaud each other?
Exactly.
Why don't we say,
Straighten each
oh,
other's
girl,
crowns.
you are 47 and
Exactly.
you're wearing pigtails? I see you. That's how I celebrate women. Like, I saw a lady yesterday walking up the street, and if I wasn't driving, I wanted to hit my fucking brakes, but I got this new State Farm chip and they're monitoring my driving. But
Oh
she
yeah.
she had this purple hair and I wanted to stop and I was like, and just her vibe. I was like, that is me in 20 years. And I wanted to pull over and just be like, you're fabulous. Cause you know what I mean? Like when
I
we
do
get
that. I tell people all the time.
all the time.
And people look at me. I mean, people I'm with are like, did you just walk up to a total stranger? I'm like, yep. I told
Yep.
her I love her glasses
Yep.
and I think that she's rocking it. I mean, I just let people know, I see you. You are
Yes.
awesome. Yeah, and we need to do that. We need to love each other.
I literally I'm gonna get a megaphone when the kids get older. I'm just driving around because this lady was walking. I said I do it when I'm walking, but this time I was driving. But yeah, I almost like pump my brakes because if I'm walking always, and it's like also too when we get older, and that's why like Wom and all you younger girls that are on here, I like Marcella, like Ashton, I love you guys because I see you getting a grip so much younger, and I'm like,
Amen.
God, if I would have been here at your age, you guys are just gonna spread this so much quicker and faster to the people your age who need it at a younger age, so that you don't end up 46-year-old recovering alcoholics. You don't end up with 67-year-olds like my mom with like back problems that just keeps getting worse because she refuses to release shit. You know what I
But
mean?
Kim, people, when I was 40, people, that was when I took my first Reiki. And people were like, when I offered it free, I got the weirdest looks. Like, like I was offering to exercise them, or maybe worse, I was offering to put a spirit in them. But
They're like, no, that you. Yeah.
it was like kind of, oh, you're doing that. It's just different. People are open to it now. I mean, I still have that like hit reaction. Like I'll say something and wait for them to react like in a bad way. Instead, I get, oh my God, that's what you do. That's so cool. It's blows me away. But that's what's going to change. That's what's changing the
Yes.
world is I can say in the last 40 years, the difference. I've been on that journey that long. It's just that there weren't other people. You found a book or you saw something. There wasn't YouTube. There wasn't phones. We didn't have internet. You couldn't connect tribe all over. You were isolated.
Yeah.
The difference is we aren't isolated anymore. And you are part of that. That it's going to make me cry. This is why I don't get on and talk because I don't shut up. But God, you guys just changed my life every effing day. And why am I 68 retired and getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning? Because I love you guys and you changed my life. That's
I
why.
love you.
And
I'm gonna,
all of you, all of you.
I love you. Ashton's. I'm gonna read Ashton's.
Jeannie, love you, Jeannie.
She
Oh,
said, I
thank you,
loved it.
sweetie.
My boat was clear and see-through and oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Seeing through and was colorful. The water was colorful and the fish and everything was awesome. Okay. Then I saw myself outside swinging at age 6 and talking to the huge oak tree in my yard. Somehow all 4 of my dogs fit into this little boat. That is hilarious. So then she's like, yeah, that's your dogs are your spirit animals. They're definitely with you for a reason. That's why when you see these things in meditation, there's a reason. Those dogs are like, you know what I mean? Those are your guides and your animals. Somebody just posed a question in Echoes and I have to answer it. The difference about a totem, an animal, and spirit guide, spirit totem, and then when animals come into your lives, right? When a message needs to be given. So I love that. Love, love, love that. And the fact that your water was clear and you had colorful fish, that just, you got a lot of good stuff going on. So that's good. Like colors, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But Jean, that's what's so true too, is like you can't like reach people. When I saw this video and I didn't comment, I did and I deleted it on Instagram. They posted this video warning parents, had them in a huge studio. They're like, after you see this video, you're never going to post a picture of your child on the internet again. And they posted this picture of this little girl and they made her face into an adult. And then they made this video where she was like, hi, mom, this is me. And I could do this. And this is fake. And and they were showing all of these fake things that could happen and just instilling all of this fear into people. You should be terrified. This is where the world is going. Oh my God. Like, everybody, calm your fucking britches. It's called Eva fucking Lucian. Oh my God. Are we evolving? Are we evolving, guys? What's happening? Are we evolving? Stop it. Stop the evolution. We cannot stop AI. We cannot stop evolution. We cannot stop the world from fucking spinning. So get a fucking grip, like they say. This is Kim, anxious, like putting in your face healer, Kim. Get a fucking grip. And when life happens, because life happens, this is why we need to be grounded. We observe what is actually going on. What is actually happening right now with this video? They want me to be scared. They want me to live in fear. They want to continue to control me. They cannot control people who are not scared. The reason I don't get affected by those videos, I used to see them like, oh my God, do you know how many pictures of Luna I've put all over the internet? Now, I'm very cautious of bikini bathing suit videos. I took a video of them at the pool the other day, decided not to post it because they're in their bathing suits. Nah, yeah, there are perverts. You know what I mean? But things like that, we're not going to stop evolution. I'm not going to let people scare me into stop living my life. Am I going to be cautious? Yeah, of course. Discernment. Don't walk into a burning fire. That's dumb. But observe the fire. See how the fire got started. Then just go that way. Fires are going to happen. We're not going to stop them. No fear. I just wanted to bring that up because I saw that video and like I said, I almost commented, but I didn't. Because when you comment, you're going to open yourself to all those people who are living in fear, want to battle me on that. I'm like, nah, go ahead, go walk into the fire. I'm not battling that one. When I put my 2 cents in, it's because I'm willing to do something and fight. Like the lady that didn't want her kitten spayed. I put my 2 cents in and then I didn't tell you guys that story. But anyway, keeping your 2 cents. I've made a video about that. I don't need to comment, but don't live in fear, guys. Just wanted to bring that up because I saw that video. But anyway, anybody else want to add anything? And Jean, I love that you rattle, so I'm not the only one. But
Yeah, I wanted to share. This week has been like everyone I think is moving a little bit with the inner child and everything. So on Monday, when you tell us about the mother and remember like happy times with your mom when you were little and everything, that day I got so sad because I couldn't remember being happy with my mom at any age. So it was like super sad because I was a little kid, and I know they're happy memories. Of course, I know. I couldn't remember any of them, and I've been trying all week, and the same thing is like keeps happening. So it's like really sad. And I know one of the things I need to do the most is like work on the relationship with my mother, but it's like sad. With my dad, I have that no, I don't have that problem, you know. In fact, today when we were on the boat, you know, it's so funny because the boat was like, I don't know if you guys remember the Disney movies when Mickey is driving a little boat and whistling.
Yes.
That's the boat.
Yeah, the
It's like
Steamboat Willie. Yeah, that was his first movie. Yes.
it was that kind of boat, and my dad sit right next to me. So he came and he sit right next to me, and he just hugged me. So it was like the water was just still, and it was just water everywhere.
You know what's crazy, Marcella, is I don't remember saying, remember the happy moments with your mom. Because I don't have any happy memories with my mom when I was a child. So when you said that, I was like, I did. Like, it's so funny what sticks out to each of us, right? Because I was like, because if you told me to go back and find happy memories with my mom as a child, I mean, the woman didn't even fucking talk to me. So you know, that's interesting. But what they were saying, what I was hearing when you were talking, it's gonna you're gonna need to peel back on that for a while, and it might not and it's not gonna take a week. It's gonna take years. You know what I mean? You might not
Oh
get
no,
there.
I know.
You might not get there till you're in your 30s or 40s. Marcella, I couldn't even talk to my dad till I was 45. No, I'm sorry, 40. I would probably say within the last 3 or 4 years, since I stopped drinking, I'm able to talk to him without wanting to punch him in the face. Everything that comes out of that man's mouth I'm like, that didn't happen like that. Why are you exaggerating? No, you never jumped out of planes. No, you didn't. Like, um, so yeah, be patient. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it will take time to alchemize that and shift, because right now you're still looking at what wasn't there. Something was there, right? So all of that, that hasn't alchemized yet into like, okay, yeah, there were no good memories, but seeing how she was and why she was like that. Why did she not give you hugs? Why was she so cold? She didn't just become that. And that's why I was saying the biggest shift for me with that, the childhood healing yesterday, was my guides, you know, like I said, I crying. Every time I looked at that picture, I just started crying. And Liam and Luna were like, why are you crying? And that's why Luna was looking at that picture and said that I look so Korean, because I was looking in my room and observing and crying. And yesterday when they were like, she wasn't. That baby was sad. Why are you crying? I'm the one that keeps telling myself that baby was sad. So I know it's hard because you don't have your pictures, but maybe somebody, Melissa, like I said, she didn't have any pictures, so she had her mom take the pictures and send them to her. I think it would really help to observe yourself at that age. And that's why the pictures are so important to look at. You know what I mean? And if you can't, write down the number, because like I said, in the meditations, I keep hearing 5, 13, 5, 13, 5, 13. I'm like, oh my God, okay. So I got to go find a picture of myself when I was 5. But Marcella, that energy with your mom totally resonates. Like I said, couldn't even talk to my dad without wanting to punch him. The last 4 years, Todd and my children have spent more time with him than I do. I keep my space. I have to. I love him dearly, so much. But also observe her as a child, Marcella. Maybe today, really try to go back and observe her as a child, because that's honestly, that is what helped shift me into forgiving my father. Because when I started to see him and he had no parents, you know what I mean? Like, that's why when I said I was proud of him the other day, why I made that post, because, another thing is too, when you're your age, guys whistle, they hit on you. Hey, mommy. When you get to be our age, those compliments stop. I haven't had anybody like, it's funny because when I lived in New York, you'd walk by a construction site and they'd be like, hey, mommy. And I'd be like, fuck off. But then days I'd walk by a construction site and nobody said anything. I'd be like, do I look okay today? Do I smell? Nobody said anything. Where's my cat calls, assholes? You know what I mean? So you get older, those compliments stop coming. And that's why when I thought about it, I was like, when was the last time my dad's dad died when he was 45? I'm 46 right now. Oh God, I'm gonna start crying. When was the last time my dad, if ever, heard, I'm proud of you? You know what I mean? Think about when your mom, think about your grandparents. How was your mom raised? Did your mom hear, I'm proud of you? Did your mom hear, I love you? Did your mom get hugs? Observe that. Try to, you know what I mean? I mean, do you know about your mom's childhood, Marcella?
A little bit. Honestly, I already did that process because my little sister did. She's so ahead of me. Like sometimes I'm like, fuck,
Take
I'm
that,
so stuck.
take that story out of your head. That's what's keeping you stuck too. You keep thinking somebody's so ahead, and that's why I said no. It took me all this time. Be patient with you. It's gonna take however long it takes. I'm saying that so that you don't get angry or you don't get sad, so that you alchemize that emotion, because we don't want to be sad. We don't want to hold on to that anymore. We're tired of crying about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're
Yep.
right where you need to be. Yeah. And
You
Jeannie,
know,
I didn't make
and I'm
these.
trying to shift from that.
Yeah. And it
Uh,
takes time. Even if you're mad to your 40, but at least you're aware. So that's why I said, don't beat yourself up for still feeling that way. And, you know, I think that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that it's okay. It's okay. You can be mad. You know what I mean? Just keep shifting. And that was the point that I made yesterday when I made that post, because I said, listen, I'm not promising you what I did is going to work for you. But what I can promise you, and I promise you this, Marcella, this work that you're doing, you're shifting yourself, even if it's just, people take steps, right? Even if you're just, you just took a little, you just moved your toe, then you know what? You shifted. Every shift you take to the higher vibration is shifting you towards the light. How long it's going to take you to the light is none of nobody's fucking business but your own and your guides. It may take you to your 60. That's what you want to do. Your soul said, you know what? It's going to take me some time. Let's do this. We're on this journey together and we're going to do it. Right? So be patient with you. Be patient. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's fast. Nobody's slow. We're here. We're all on our own journey. So get that out of your fucking head. Your sister is not ahead of you. And that's so funny. I used to say that my sister's an older soul. When I was younger, I used to say that all the time, because she was not doing the things that I was doing, right? Because I was smoking, because I was drinking, because I was doing all having sex. I thought I was doing things wrong and that she was an older soul. I said it my whole life. Now that I'm healing, I laugh. I'm like, the fuck was I thinking? She's not an older soul. She's angry. She's got a lot of shit to work through. I am the higher vibrational soul. 1000 fucking percent. I look at her now like, your soul is in a lot of trouble, sunshine. You better go back and fix some of that shit. All
I
because,
say the same thing about my sister, but for different reasons.
yeah, because she can give me messages like with my aunt. Nope. And just so you know, you have that too. But it's that programming, that block that we have, that we tell ourselves, that people have told us, you should be doing this. You should be here by this. You shouldn't do that. Da, da, da. And that's the programming we got to erase and get rid of, because that's the program I had. Oh, my sister's so mature. My sister's an older soul. The fuck that she is. No, she ain't. No, she's not. Nope. Nope. And it's so funny because I could go, I'm sorry guys, there's comments coming up, so I'll let you guys read them. But rear view mirror is so much smaller. Yep. It's true. Ashton said rear view mirror is so much smaller, and it is. Oh, Gene, it's so funny. Suddenly I'm the good one. It's true. It's so true. Guys, what is in my throat? Sorry. I need to get rid of that. But yeah, when that perception starts to shift, when the stories we tell ourselves start to change, that's when the joy and the healing come, right? And so that's why I said there's still a lot of healing that needs to be done. And it's funny because like I think I still have hope that one day when we're like in our 60s, like my sister and I can be friends. And what's the reason I keep saying that is because my heart is not softening towards her. It is in certain areas, but it's hardening in other areas because of things that are going on, right? So that's why I know this is not my last lifetime. I can assure you, I can't assure you, and I'm saying this is a story I'm telling myself. My goal is to not die with this resentment I have against her because I don't want to take that karmic debt with me. So my goal is not to be friends with her. My goal is to not have any resentments towards her because I don't care. I don't care what she does. She can be a bitch. She can do whatever she's doing. My goal in life is not to fix her, is not to make her kinder. My goal in life is not to be friends with her. My goal in life is to not have any resentments in my heart for her. My goal when I die is I don't have any resentments for anybody. My goal when I leave this earth at 90, 105, because I am going to live that long, is for my kids to say, she never said anything mean about anybody. She really didn't. She really never said anything mean about anybody. Like, because that's the thing. Like, when I have something to say, if it's not in a higher vibration, just shut my fucking mouth.
Amen.
It's that easy.
Didn't get it when we were kids when they said, if you don't have something good to say, don't say anything. Didn't know that was from your soul, did you? That was, I mean, there are things I hear that I heard as a kid that now it's like spirit was going, I've been telling you that for years, girl. Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah. Huh.
that's so funny because that's one of the things I admire most of my dad. He already passed away, but when I talk about him, and I hear like bad things about him, I'm like, you know what? Especially from my mom. My mom had so much resentment against him. So
Aw.
when she says bad things, I'm like, you know what? That's the perception you have of him. But he never speak ill of anything. Even the people I knew, he wasn't fond of. Like I told her, like he never speak ill of my grandpa. He never speak ill of my aunt, and I knew he didn't like them. Like he really didn't like him, and that's one of the things I respect the most about him. Like if he didn't have anything good to say, he was just like, I don't know if it was just with us or with everyone, but with me, it was like that's one of the things that stuck. Like he never speak the bad things about nobody.
Your
That's
And
mom
that's so
doesn't have
beautiful.
funny that Kim
resentments.
said that because he never told me like if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it. But he showed me that.
Yeah.
That's even better.
But you know your mom doesn't not have resentments against your dad for no reason, Marcella.
Oh no, of course I know. But
Okay.
and I understand their relationship wasn't easy, and they both have so much stuff going on from their parents for the way they received love when they were little. And both stories are like hard. For example, I don't remember my dad saying I love you.
Aw.
But and it's so funny because none of my sisters does. But like a few months back, we were like looking at pictures, and when I say I looking, my sister was going through stuff, and she started like sending us pictures of it. And there was one picture that it was the three of us sitting on the big sofa, and he was like on one of the corners looking at us, and you can see the love on his eyes. And she said like, damn, there's so much love in this picture that I never knew my dad would love us so much. And
Yeah.
not because he didn't show it, it just he never said it.
Yeah. You have a lot of peeling back to do with your mom, Marcella, because the fact that your dad isn't even here anymore and like you just, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Just what I'm hearing, you know what I mean? There's a lot to peel back with your mom.
You know, the story with my mom isn't easy. Like
Yeah.
when they got divorced, we stayed with my dad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
of course there's an issue of abandonment that is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. My
Plus
sister feels that way too, my mom.
Yep.
they get back together and they separated again. And when that happened, my mom went with my little sister and I stayed with my dad.
Oh
So I
God.
have a lot of resentment because I couldn't see my little sister for like a year and a half.
You
Like,
need to go. You're not you really need to go back and observe your mom. And it's hard to see, Marcella. Um,
There
and
were motives.
honestly, these are things that I didn't understand before I was a mom. And people would tell me like, "Oh, you're not a mom because you don't understand," and it would piss me off because I'd be like, "What the fuck?" But honestly, truly, when you have kids, it changes your perception on things because I do things and I think to myself, "Oh, fuck, like they're gonna come," you know what I mean? They're like, it helped me understand some of the choices, like when you're doing your best, and some people aren't, when they don't have tools. Like I said, my dad, right? I was so mad at him because it didn't matter what you went through. You chose to have kids. You're a parent, so you need to figure out your fucking shit and don't put any of that on me. And that was very unrealistic and unfair of me to put on.
Amen. Me too.
Do you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like you,
I think all kids are like that. I think that's typical that and it takes us a while to actually realize, your parents were just people trying to get through shit too.
and
You we
Jean didn't have any kids. So Jean, for you to shift through that, do you know what I mean? Without knowing that energy exchange is huge. And that was definitely something you chose in this life. Cause guys, I've read Jean's other lifetimes and she's definitely had lots of babies. Like
I took
Jean's
care of
been a
lots of
mom.
babies. I took care of lots of babies this lifetime too,
Lots
but
of, her and her husband said, listen, we're having fun in this life. We're not gonna tire ourselves, honestly, because that's literally
yeah,
what you guys have had your best lives. You're still married, you're still soulmates, you're still, you both,
he is my best friend.
you were married. You
You
guys,
asked, I will share this little bit of my boat. At the end, when we were going down, and you said, stop at this age. At that age, I was 24. I was in my wedding dress, and Dean was with me in the boat. The boat was heart shaped, and we were surrounded by swans and dolphins.
oh my God.
I mean, what my guides are like, you are with who you were meant to be with, girl. You are.
My boat was a
I
change.
am the most blessed woman in the world.
Yeah,
I really truly wish all women could have the love. I think you do, Kim, because I think Todd's the same way. But
yeah.
I have just such a great guy. He's not macho. He would defend me, but he would never start a fight or be he's not doesn't have to show he's manly. He is manly.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it. He's so different than any man that I ever had in my life, and how we ever found each other is a miracle, but well, I guess I bit him on the
No,
ass.
it was
That's
meant
not
to
such a
be.
miracle.
Ashton, just wait really quickly. Ashton, she says, at 36, I'm not sure I'll be able to have babies. Ashton, I don't know if you know my whole story. I had my kids at 39 and 40. So get that story out of your fucking head.
Amen.
Get that story out of your fucking head. Society has said, you gotta have babies at 20. When you're 35, you're geriatric pregnancy. They called me a geriatric pregnancy, and I wanted to take a water bottle and shove it up their asses because geriatric at 35? Are you
Yeah, that's
fucking
crazy.
kidding
I
me?
That
know, right?
it's just
Geriatric, maybe at 45. Okay. And let me tell you something, that story too, get that programming out of your head, Ashton. I said to myself, and I said this to people, I don't want babies. I want a family. I am not going to have children unless I have a husband. I saw all of my friends as single moms, and I'm
yep.
like, Jane, I wanted to to have fun? And I said, absolutely not. I am not fucking having a baby. I didn't want a baby. I wanted a family. I
Yep.
met my husband at 36. We got married at 37. I got pregnant at 38. Didn't have the baby till I was 39. 4 months after my baby, I turned 40. Okay. My friend wanted a Catholic, not divorced, no kids. I said, you're looking for a fucking unicorn. Catholics
And she
are
found him.
by our age. Yep. By our age, they've already had one kid. She found her fucking unicorn.
And
She's
he's awesome.
46. We're 46. And she is now trying to have her second baby. You don't tell anybody. Don't let anybody tell you that because you've reached a certain age, you can't do anything. I've never let age stop me. That's why I said pigtails. I wear pigtails, braids, buns all the fucking time. And I'm almost fucking 50. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I'm almost 70 and you'll find me with braids in my
Braids and
hair.
pigtails.
And
Ashton,
carrying a
you are-
That's
unicorn
awesome.
backpack. Thank you, Mel.
yeah. And Marcella too, because I know Marcella, she had a bad relationship, and I keep telling her, I see it. I was like, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. You ladies are fine. I'm
But-
telling you.
I'm different from Ashton in that way because I know I can have children. My issue is I don't know if I want them.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a
I did the
different
same
issue.
thing. I didn't want them until I was married. And that's why I said, and that's and you're okay with that. You'll change your mind. When Todd and I got married, I said I didn't want kids so much that I had him convinced that we didn't want kids. He said that. Look, you said it so much that I was like, okay, we don't. He in his head, I was like, he started saying, we don't want kids. We don't want kids because I kept
Exactly.
saying,
That's what I tell people. Like, I don't know if I want children, but maybe it's because I haven't find the right person.
yes, you have not found the right person, because then when Todd and I got married, I was, Ashton, Marcella, here I was at 30 fucking 8. And I was like, I know me. And I know if I don't try, I'm going to be 50 and I'm going to regret not trying. It wasn't, oh my God, I'm 39 it was, do I really want this? And then I said, I'm going to regret not trying. It took me a year to get pregnant. A fucking year. And not once did I say, I'm going to go get in vitro. Oh my God, something's wrong with me. I said, I'm going to accept the answer, whatever I get. I was like, well, I am 39. So if I don't get pregnant, okay, cool. If I do, even better, right? Because at the end of the day, I still had the love of my life. At the end of the day, I got married. So I was grateful for just having a fucking husband. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, if the kid comes, great, that's a bonus. So and that's the thing, like, you never know when you meet your husband. You might just be so happy, you be like, yeah, we're good without kids, or no, I want kids. But don't let that age thing tell you that you can't, because that's bullshit. Like I said, my friend is literally, she found her fucking unicorn, because it takes a time to find a unicorn. Her son is only, she's 2 months younger than me. I was born in January, she was born in March. My youngest is 5, her baby's only 2, and she is trying for baby number 2. She's not saying, I'm 46, I can't. She's like, no, I want another baby. That's her goal. She's working on her goal, period. So yeah, get that programming and story out of your head. I don't know who told us we couldn't have babies after 35, but they can all suck my dick, because it ain't fucking true. I had 2 great pregnancies, 2 natural births. I didn't have any C-section. I mean, other than Luna making me throw up all the fucking time. But yeah, we got to stay the kids. There are no wrong choices. Yep, no wrong fucking choices at all. So I love you guys. Marcella, I love you. I am extending so much love to all of you today, because you guys are my bitches, my coven, my safe space. I love you all. Yeah, and Ashton, I'm so glad you got to join us on a live one. Nelly, I love when I see your face. All my OGs, gangsters, keeping it real every fucking morning. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Love you guys. Thank you. Have a great day.
Yep, and we'll continue tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll see you mañana.